There was a time when a young man believed the world was his greatest obstacle. He blamed his circumstances, his past, and the people around him for the frustration he carried inside. Every setback felt personal, every delay felt unfair, and every failure felt permanent. He chased motivation from outside sources, waiting for the right words, the right moment, or the right opportunity to change his life. But no matter how much he learned or planned, nothing truly changed, because the real battle was not outside him, it was within him. One quiet night, exhausted from running in circles, he sat alone and realized a painful truth. Until he mastered himself, nothing else would fall into place. He began by observing his own mind. He noticed how his thoughts shifted without control, how fear spoke louder than logic, and how comfort always tempted him away from discipline. He saw how emotions controlled his actions, pulling him toward excuses instead of effort. Instead of fighting these thoughts, he learned to understand them. He stopped reacting instantly and started responding consciously. When anger rose, he paused. When laziness whispered, he acted anyway. Each small decision became a training ground. Self-mastery did not arrive as a dramatic breakthrough. It grew slowly, through daily resistance against his weaker impulses. As days turned into months, he understood that mastering yourself means mastering your habits. He redesigned his mornings, choosing focus over distraction. He trained his body through discomfort, knowing that physical discipline strengthens mental control. He fed his mind with knowledge instead of noise, and limited the voices that drained his energy. There were days he failed, moments he slipped back into old patterns, but instead of self-hate, he chose self-correction. He learned that progress is not about perfection, it is about consistency. Each time he stood back up, his inner strength grew stronger. The greatest lesson came when he stopped seeking validation from others. He realized that true power is silent. When you master yourself, you no longer need to prove anything to anyone. You move with clarity, act with intention, and remain calm in chaos. External success became a byproduct, not the goal. Challenges no longer frightened him, they sharpened him. He discovered that the person who controls his emotions, his time, and his reactions controls his life. In the end, mastering yourself became the foundation of everything he achieved. He understood that discipline is freedom, patience is power, and self-control is the highest form of strength. Life did not become easier, but he became stronger, and that is the true meaning of self-mastery. When the mind obeys your purpose, the body follows your will, and your life begins to move in the direction you choose.